What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. As promised, I'm producing some more content. If you guys are new here, my name is Ryan. I got my buddy over here, Dylan. We just picked up a new bumper. So I picked up the 370Z Nismo style bumper. And right now we're just going to town, trying to get it all mocked up and actually trying to get it installed today, hopefully. But yeah, so what's on the schedule for today is within a couple hours, I actually am throwing my last event here in California called Cars in Cali. So if you guys are watching this, the event is over, but you know, if you guys actually are watching this and you were there, thanks for coming out. We truly appreciate it. But yeah, so we're gonna try to get this installed before the event. It's crunch time. So I'll try to film as much as possible.
Check it out.
Quick spur of the moment. Yeah, let's see if you guys can see that. And hopefully we can get it installed and bring it out into the light. You guys can really see it. So the goal is to get this installed, take the car down to the car wash, get it nice cleaned up, and head over to the event. Of course, I'll record the event for you guys. Picked up an extra GoPro battery because last time my GoPro died in the middle of the event and I didn't get any content. But yeah, let's jump right into it. Let's start getting this thing installed.
Full sends.
Full sends only.
Full sends
Alright, so now we just did some cutting. We got both the blinker lights in. My 370Z boys. You got that rain light down there. So I ordered one. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. I'll have that installed too. It's gonna look good. So next we just have to get the lighting for the license plate. And we had to do some cutting already. There were some brackets right here that just were right in the way, so we cut them out. And then the bracket for the light itself hits up against here, so I'm gonna try to cut the bracket in half and see if that works. For those of you guys who are probably wondering what we're talking about, this is what holds the bumper, so you can open the bumper the trunk, the trunk button. This is what holds the trunk button and the two lights. This usually sits up in here, but as you can tell, it hits. So we marked a line across it. We're gonna try to cut it in half. Hope we don't cut any wires. All right, so Dylan just took off. I actually went upstairs and grabbed my heat gun and started heating up the plastic a little bit to get it malleable, and just used a box cutter, and I've been going through. It's just so much easier than Dremel, so much quicker. You just gotta be careful. You don't wanna heat it up too much because then you'll just completely melt the plastic. I actually, I learned that because it's the same way I cut my bumper. I was just heating my bumper up a little bit and then slicing the box cutter right through. So let's finish cutting this little corner piece and see if it fits right there. I think I'm still gonna have to do a little bit more cutting. If anything, I'm gonna have to cut this a little bit wider. All right, cool, chopped it in half. And just as I expected, I noticed that this was pretty thick right here. So I'm gonna have to take the Dremel and make this a little bit wider. Just hopefully I don't cut it too much to where it just goes right through. So I'll just have to cut it little by little. Whew, all right, like everything else, took some little bit more trimming and some finagling, but I got it in there. Bumper, I keep saying bumper, damn it. The button is accessible, easy to push, stays in there when you push it. So now we're gonna try to throw it on, and let's make sure it's on there. And we gotta go because it's already like 4:15 and the meet starts at 5. I still kind of wanted to wash my car, but I think I'm just gonna have to go with it dirty. Let's get this baby on. Boom. Fucking 20 years later. So, pretty bad fitment right here, but I'm gonna have to adjust it later. I'm running late to my own meet. All right, what's up, guys? So continuing this video on to another day. Got the Z apart, got the front bumper off and the rear bumper off, wheels off and everything, trying to get it properly fitted. So you guys saw that we had to rush because we were heading out to a car meet I was hosting. I'm actually gonna probably make that car meet video a separate video, so stay tuned for that. You guys will probably see this one first. But what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna try to wire up the front lights that I have on this front bumper, as well as wire in my rain light, the rear fog light for this bumper. I just couldn't find any videos on YouTube other than people doing it on a 370Z, and not a lot of people showed exactly what they're doing. So yeah, so a little bit of a mess, but I'll try to show you guys what's going on, so that way if you guys pick up this bumper and you guys are interested on how you need to wire it up, then maybe this will help you out. So stay tuned for that. Let's see what's going on. All right guys, so make sure anytime you're working with electrical, play safe, disconnect your battery first. Nothing too crazy. I'm not a professional. It looks pretty bad. This is just to see if it works. So black goes to black, that's ground. Yellow goes to the pink with the blue stripe, which I believe is the brake light. And then the red goes to the red with the blue stripe, which is the running light. So I'm gonna jump in the car and see if it works. So let me reconnect my battery and let's test it out. All right, so let's check this out. Just connected my battery. So when I turn this switch, the running light, yeah, should come on, and press the brake. Sick. Cool. So now I'm gonna try to figure out what wire to connect the white one to, which is gonna be the reverse light. I don't know if that's gonna go to the green or the red. So I'll jump back and once I get it connected. All right, so I just threw the bumper back on. Got it all wired up. I threw some heat shrink and some electrical tape and got it all secure. Now I'm just gonna go back and try to properly fit my bumper. So I don't know if you guys saw, right before the meet, I kind of just threw the bumper on there just because I was in a rush. And I noticed that this bolt right here, the bracket for this section of the bumper doesn't line up with the bolt. So I just took a piece of that aluminum and I just cut it down, drilled through it, and used it as like an extension on the bolt. So I secured it in there and then made sure that it was lined up with this body line. So she's good, she's on there. Now what I'm gonna have to do is just push this in and line that piece up, but that'll be easy. I already have that part drilled out. This side lined up perfectly fine. It was just this side that, I don't know if you could see it, but it was, let's see, like right there. So it's actually too far pushed in. So I'm gonna have to probably do the same thing with that bracket and like bring it out a little bit. And just make sure on this side, so you guys can get a better look at this, that it's just not lined up properly, so it straight just ripped through. So I'm gonna do the same thing here. Just make sure that this piece is pushed in all the way, that body line is lined up. So just finishing up this side, I'm letting the Bondo glass dry. So what I did was just pretty much mimic the same thing here, was just get this piece of the aluminum flat bar and use it as an extension. So I just used it as an extension, and what I did was just Bondo glassed it to the bumper. And letting that dry right now. This thing dries in like a minute. I got quick setting high bond, which I already finished this side. Quarter panel in the bumper sit nice and flush, goes all the way up here. And this side, pretty much the same thing. You can't see it, but that one's all Bondo glassed in. Once this dries up, then I'll put the bolt in, throw the wheels back on, and then I'll get the car out and I'll turn the car on so you guys can see how the rain light looks. Everything came out really good, and the bumper's now gonna sit nice and flush. All right, look at it. Got everything installed. So step on the brake, there you go. And then put it in reverse. There it is. Okay, you can let it go. Nice, looks good. Everything's all flush with the side now. This side too.